You guys picking me up? Okay, got it. Yeah. Good. And so, little advertisement here. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. And as we say in Alaska, puck double. Yeah, so as Buck was saying, I fished the flats for 5 years. I had my own boat, my own bow picker, and before that, I was a deckhand. Fished kind of all over the state for pretty much everything: salmon, halibut, herring, and I started fishing in Petersburg in 1993. So I was about 22, I guess. And this here is. I went through my journals. I had journals that I had kept when I was out fishing, and I went through them a couple weeks ago and just pulled out a handful of entries from it. And it's not really a poem, but this is called the Halibut Diaries. March 16th, 1995, Portage Bay, Chatham Straits, Southeast Alaska. 7,000 pounds of halibut to catch aboard the fishing vessel Ptarmigan. Jack's 42-foot stern picker. It's the first year of IFQ's individual fishing quota. The season opened yesterday with gale force winds and snow. Good luck to us. Pinta Point. It's evening, and here we're anchored for the night. 40-knot winds in Chatham Strait. We had to hang the bait over the side just so it would thaw. The box has been frozen since yesterday. It's hard chopping bait. It's even harder chopping frozen bait. But chopped is what the skipper wants. Me to hack up that bait with this old rusty cleaver on that hunk of tree that we haul around and call a chopping block. But that's how Jack does things, old school. Probably because he's old. He turns 80 this year. I hope he makes it. I don't want to have to pack him in ice. Like a halibut. But that's how he says he wants to go. Fighting a king salmon or a big halibut. I don't like this. Call me selfish, but I don't want to have to fish with a dead guy. March 17th, Saginaw Bay, St. Patrick's Day. I woke up to find a card on my bunk, wishing me the luck of the Irish. I was wishing I had a whiskey of the Irish. Goldie, the cook, she left it for me. She's sweet, but she doesn't go out on deck. I can't blame her, though. She's 89. How'd I get on such a geriatric boat anyhow? We're waiting for the weather to break. Last night, the wind sounded like a freight train coming through my bunk. It's so damn cold, 30 and blowing, and that wind just ain't satisfied until it's cut me to the bone. We celebrate St. Patty's Day with our nightly slice of cheese and a cold can of beer, except for Goldie. Her happy hour starts at 4. She likes her gin. March 18th, Bogut Bay. We took a pounding running, but we made it. Jack says he's been fishing here since 1941. He's never fished halibut this early, and now I know why. Everything on deck was frozen this morning. And oh, what a day, what a day, what a miserable day. Blowing and snowing and fishing, it just don't mix. My fingers are numb, my hands are cold, my cheeks are cold. Gust of wind, up to 40 knots. It keeps blowing snow in my ear. And man alive, what a mess, what a mess. We're trying to haul this gear from this direction and that. It's all no good. Fighting the gear, which is tight as a drum and threatening to snap in two before we can even get it aboard. All that misery for 9 halibut and 3 lousy red snapper. The weatherman says it'll be better tomorrow. I hope he's right. March 19th, day 4 and only 7 pounds of halibut aboard. Is this purgatory? I'm sick of baiting hooks. March 20th, another 17-hour day and I'm tired. Work from noon to 11 p.m. No break, no dinner. I'm too tired to eat anyhow. We caught some fish though. March 21st, Patterson Bay. First day of spring, though not here. Everything on deck was frozen again. Even my rain gear. I had to beat them just to climb into it. After all that, we couldn't even set the gear because of the 1-inch prison all around us. Ice, so we wait. March 22nd, day 7. I can't wait to take a shower. It's getting harder and harder to keep these dreadlocks at bay. I think even my breath smells like halibut now. I thought today was Wednesday, but the weather report says Thursday. We're down to tidbits for breakfast now. Spam. Skipper likes spam. Skipper also likes to pour bacon grease on his pancakes. Then eat a chunk of butter at a 1-to-1 ratio. Guess I'd eat bacon grease too if we had any. Instead, we're discovering just what is in those old, dented, rusty cans of food with the labels torn off. How long does canned food last anyways? Laughable, isn't it? That's a new saying on board. I found a Tums today on the floor. I went to pick it up and Jack said to leave it there. He said, I like to keep some in reserve. You never know when you might end up on the floor needing one. It was a big day today, and finally we caught 2,000 pounds. That brings our total to 3,500 pounds aboard. The weather came down today, but it's supposed to pick back up tomorrow. Forecast is for 35-knot winds from the north. That's too sloppy to run home, so we might as well stay and fish, says the skipper. There's 2 inches of new snow on deck, and they're calling for small craft advisory in Chatham Strait. 6-foot seas and 25-knot winds. Listening to country music hits from the 70s. It's better than the Frank Sinatra we were listening to. Our 1-hour run turned into 4, but we finally made it back to Gut Bay, and it was frozen. We're still trying to hide from the weather. But I'm told this bay is good for northerlies and westerlies, but a southeast will blow you right out of here. March 23rd, day 8. Finally, we beat our way back across Chatham Straits and smacked our way through Frederick Sound, but we made it to Petersburg, 4,500 pounds. At $2.25 a pound, that's about $1,000 in my pocket. All that for 10 days worth of work. That's only $100 a day. But hey, I don't do it for the money. I do it just for the halibut.